Justin Fields, I watched a lot of him because I am a Michigan fan.
Let's
And
talk.
let me just tell you, he is the biggest bust in the NFL draft ever.
Why?
Because, like, the Indiana game, he threw 3 picks. His reads are like, just, they're so late, and he throws in
They're
the complete.
so late. Dude, I'm watching this guy's film and I'm thinking, what is everyone seeing with this guy? Like, he never executes a play correctly, ever.
Yeah. And then I watched him against, like, Alabama. That game was like, I don't know, but what Ben Meyerson said, that's pretty crazy because I really hope we don't get him.
I just think there's a very good chance that he'll be like a spectacular bust because the expectations are through the roof. He's supposed to be Cam Newton, Deshaun Watson, and he's going to come in and be Sam Darnold with a little bit more speed, and people are going to be like, "What the hell is wrong with him?" He's going to get a coach fired. So you know what I'm seeing.
Yeah, the thing is with do you really think Kyle Shanahan's going to allow that? Because John Lynch has no power in the organization. Well, a little bit, but not much, really.
I mean, he might allow it. He allowed John Lynch to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo and then pouted about it afterward and said, well, it wasn't my first choice. You know, I went into a depression. You don't know. I don't know. I just feel like when Kyle watches what Fields did at Ohio State, he's not going to be impressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me see. I think there is really, I mean, I get what you're saying about Kellen Mond, but all of the quarterbacks in this draft are very hit or miss, risk.
Except for Lawrence, I agree. There's going to be 2 franchise quarterbacks from this draft, probably. One is Lawrence. The other one is God knows. Probably not Justin Fields, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and but a few things I learned from Justin Fields. I went back and watched the Indiana game and the
I was watching the
Alabama
Northwestern game this morning. It's way worse than the Indiana game. My God.
In both games, actually, I've watched both of them, but because they were both big games. In both games, what I noticed from him is that his defense carried him. He didn't have to do anything. He made as many mistakes. It was practically like, go out there, your defense will carry you. Throw 4 picks, we don't care.
Northwestern, every time they passed the ball, something bad happened, it felt like. And then they'd be like, well, let's just hand off to Trey Sermon. 30-yard run, 50-yard run.
Yeah, that game, he broke Ezekiel Elliott's record.
They must have ran for like 400 yards in that game.
No, Trey Sermon ran for like 330 or something like that.
Yeah, and Justin Fields still found a way to turn the ball over like 2 times. Like, dude, all you have to do is hand off. You're going to beat Northwestern. What are you doing?
Yeah. So like from the Indiana game, what I saw is like he's missing reads, but then like he's a one read guy, and I get what you say about like that doesn't really matter, but like he's a little bit actually like Jimmy because
he has no idea.
He's one read. He gets a little bit skittish in the pocket, and yes, he's mobile. But in the NFL, he's going to not be as mobile because
he's not elusive.
It's not going to be as easy.
He's fast, but I don't think he's super elusive. What he does is he breaks tackles in college. Like he throws people off him. He's so strong, but I don't know if that's going to work in the NFL as much. I think he's going to be more confined to the pocket in the NFL, and he wants to run the ball. You can see it. And the Indiana game, like, hey man, Indiana's a good defense or this or that. Like, go watch the tape. His receivers are open all day, and he doesn't see him quick enough. He's not necessarily a one quarterback. I just feel like he's slow. Like it takes him a while to get from the first read to the second read. People always say, well, that's the nature of their offense. Okay, well, then he's not prepared for what he's got to do in the NFL. And 2, when you watch it, it's not just choice routes that he's staring out. It's everything. He waits till the guy is open before he throws the ball. He has no anticipation. He could develop it. I doubt he will.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he was good at running, like, but I don't know. The game is a lot faster in the NFL, and if it doesn't slow it down at the college level.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Like
his internal clock is really slow. It's like he has all this time and space in the pocket. Okay, I'm looking here. You're not open. I'm going to look here. And all Indiana and Northwestern do is, okay, we're going to blitz you, speed you up. Like, how quickly can you process? The blitz is here. Where's your open guy? And he's like, I don't know, man.
And what I saw a lot of the time is when he scrambled out of the pocket, he didn't even hit his guys.
He's so late, and I'm
And
not
in
saying he's
the
a one-read
Indiana
quarterback. He's a slow processor.
in
Slow
the
processor.
in the Indiana game, actually, it's so funny because like he would throw a pick, and there was a few times where Indiana fumbled the ball
Yes.
while picking up
He
the
threw a
pick.
pick while he was like parallel to the ground. He was going down, could have been sacked, and he's like, "No, let me just throw this up for grabs real quick to make this play even worse."
And
Like, dude,
in both games, he would they would pick it off, and then a few yards later they would fumble it, and so
yeah,
he
it's
would
like
get so lucky every time.
I know,
And
I know.
that's what I saw from him. So
To me, those are the three good defenses he faced this year: Indiana, Northwestern, and Alabama, and they all did a good job against him. Clemson, you can't tell me Clemson was a good defense. Like, they stunk against Ohio
also,
State, and they played no
Clemson
one.
actually in that game, their middle linebacker got ejected.
Exactly, and that kind of
What's his name? Kozowski? No, what's his name? I
whatever
can't
his name
remember.
is. Anyway,
But
yeah, I gotta
oh,
move on
and
to the
then
next caller. But hold on, what were we gonna finish up?
well, and I've been looking at our situation. We are really screwed as far as cap. Like,
Yeah, especially if Jimmy doesn't go and Trent Williams come. It's not a lot. And Fred Warner's supposed to get the extension.
so is it your email grantcohn@gmail.com?
Yeah, where are you calling
Okay.
from?
Colorado.
Oh, okay, I could tell you're not from California. You got a whole different accent
No,
going on. I was gonna
I've
guess
never
Baltimore.
actually been to California. I've been to two 49ers games, but both
Okay,
of them were away.
I was gonna guess Baltimore or something. You got that little the wire twang, but you don't know what I'm talking about.
Well,
Anyway,
no, North Carolina. I was from North Carolina.
see, I
And
knew
we
it.
moved
I
out
knew
here
you were
three
from over
years
there. I can
ago,
hear it. You got
East
that
Coast.
little. You got that
Yep.
little. Yep. All right, man. Good. Thanks for coming on.